We're Matt and Shannon, and this is the beginning of our adventure in Ozark, Arkansas.
We're originally from Northeast Ohio, and we found this property by visiting family for Thanksgiving. We had been talking about downsizing and simplifying our life, and this property just happened to pop up on my search while we were traveling down here, so we stopped by to look at it, and it ticked almost all the boxes. It has water and electricity already available. It's almost 8 acres of mostly wooded property, which is important because that means there's a lot of nature, and we love nature. And it also has a creek running through it and a rackety old shack. So in the beginning, we weren't thinking about taking a lot of pictures and videos, so our content isn't that great, and we're going to apologize for that. However, the reason why is, like we said, we were down here for Thanksgiving, and we weren't planning on moving, so we had to drive back to Ohio, sell our house, sell over half of our belongings, if not 2/3 of them, pack everything up, quit our job, find another job, and move down here. And we arrived March 31st with our one daughter, who I went to work on April 1st, and Matt and her unloaded the truck into the storage unit and to the rackety old shack. In that time, we came down for 2 weeks in February to do roof repairs, so the building was watertight that was on the property, which we use to house our washer and dryer and what we consider our outhouse, because it does have a toilet hooked up to septic already. The RV is hooked up to a gray water system that Matt dug out by hand because we didn't have the Bobcat yet. So that was the first big project, labor-intensive project of many that were yet to come. So again, content not that great in the beginning, but we have gotten much better at taking videos and pictures and making sure the camera's angled in the right direction. So stick with us to see better videos.
And this video is about us setting our RV up on our property.
Yep. And at the very end, if you stick around, you'll see Matt's unique way of mowing the grass. And a really awesome chainsaw carving he actually found a little bit of time to complete. That's the whole goal at the end, is that once we're done with this, we can go back to carving. So thank you for watching, and we hope you stick around for more.
Yep, we'll see you again.
Yep. So in choosing the location for the RV, we had 2 things to take into consideration. One was the access to water and electric, which is already established at the cabin or the shack that we have on our property. And the second consideration was the sun, because in July and August it's extremely hot in Arkansas, and I work from home. I didn't want to have to run the air conditioner full blast 24 hours a day. I'm too cheap. So we picked a location at the back of a sweet gum grove. We probably should have done it in the middle, because we're good in the morning. The sun will come up in the morning and kind of block the early morning and the start of the afternoon, but then it goes to the west side, and we don't have as many trees keeping the sun right off of the RV in the afternoon and evening. So we sort of got it right. I don't have to turn on the air conditioning until noon, and then we turn it off about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, unless it's 100-degree weather outside. Then we keep it on all night. We only have it set at 80 at the lowest, so it works really well in this tuna can.
What is he doing? Sand.
The reason Matt's having so much trouble getting this tree stump out with the Bobcat is because it's a sweet gum tree, and sweet gums have a very shallow and aggressive root system. There are so many roots in this area. You can see all these trees in this patch are sweet gums. They grow at a rate of 3 feet a year up to heights of 100 feet tall. Their roots can actually lift foundations and sidewalks. They're so aggressive. So the fact that he's trying to do this in a sandy soil is just not going to happen. So I laughed at him a little bit. but we stopped with the Bobcat. It loosened it up enough that he could get out and use his chainsaw and get the rest of the roots cut and that tree stumped out. Our long-term management of sweet gums is to get rid of them. It's going to be a lot of work, but we'll get there.
I'll say back up. All right, that's enough playing for today. Come back tomorrow.
I think the hardest transition has been for our dog, poor Sammy. He was used to a 2,000 square foot home with lots of rooms. He could run around and hide whenever he wanted to. He's old and grumpy. He doesn't like noise. And the older he gets, the worse he gets. So now we're living in this 32-foot long RV, and it's a transition. So we're trying to make it as homey for him as we can. You can see him here in the video. He's a cute little guy. We love having him around.
What happened to you? We thought you was in the truck. Oh, we thought you was in the truck.
He's like, don't lie to me. He's all calm.
So we set up an outdoor kitchen area underneath the RV awning. You don't see it in these photos, but we did place our small electric pellet smoker out there. We have an induction burner, a small crock pot, and an electric skillet that we use. I've made breads and cakes in both the electric skillet and the smoker, so I don't have to use the oven inside the RV. It keeps the heat out, it keeps the mess out, and I love it. And we are going to use that same concept outside the back of the kitchen on the shipping container home.
How my husband mows the yard in the rain.
So our future plans for a lawn is a clover lawn, so the deer that live in our woods can come in and feed. We see quite a bit of evidence of deer roaming through our yard, and also provide food for pollinators because we do have a food garden and we want that to grow. And at some point I want to have honeybees out here and to make my own honey. But in the meantime, we do have patches of weeds and high grasses that need to be knocked down every now and then, and this is how Matt mows our yard right now. Like we mentioned earlier, our content's not that great in the beginning. We weren't focused on getting videos or photos. We should have spent more time taking befores and better in process and after shots. But we have a lot of great videos coming up. We have the Bobcat and the Dozer working together to set the pads for our containers. We have the containers being delivered. We have the concrete forms being made and the concrete being poured. We have the preparation of the 43-foot chicken trusses, the installation of the trusses, and so much more to come. We have become much better at taking our videos and making sure we have plenty of content. So thank you for watching. We hope you continue to follow us and watch future videos coming out. And we would love to hear from you. Any comments, suggestions, laugh at us, make fun of us if you want in the comments. We don't care. We enjoy it all. Thank you, everyone.